Here are your marching orders for this Monday. Let's kick your week off strong, going in the right direction. Dolores Jones, your comeback coach. I am here and I am ready to help you turn those setbacks into success stories and create one of the most amazing comebacks ever. Life gets hard, right? It's going to get hard. It's called life. I wish it was easier. But the reality is, in my 50 years on earth, let's see, I can say I won't complain because my good days outweigh my bad days, and I won't complain. Now, that doesn't mean there are times I don't feel like quitting. But then when I realize I'm still here, like you are, I have another chance at this thing. So here is my question. How can you expect to win if you never try? Now, Michael Jordan would miss 100% of the shots he does not take. The same with you and I. How can you expect to win if you never try? I thought about finding out, where I fit. What is it that I do well? And I realized I am not an athlete. There is nothing in my makeup that says Dolores Jones is an athlete. Now, people told me you got long legs, you could run track, but the fear of falling, I couldn't do it. I couldn't imagine myself going over a hurdle and falling on my face. Because guess what? That happens. So then I decided, well, let me try basketball. So 9th grade, tall, Washington High School at the time. My goal was to lose weight. That's it. I didn't know anything about the game. I didn't go to win. I went to lose weight. So when they put me into the game as a center, I remember having earring studs on. And I remember seeing these big, tall girls coming towards me as I was middle court with this basketball. Something inside of me said, they are coming for you. So there I was in the middle, right there in the middle. And I took that basketball and I threw it with all my might, and it hit the backboard and shook the backboard. You could just hear it going, whoa, 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 whoa. And of course, the coach took me out of the game. And well, we lost. And he wanted us to run. But remember, I was like, this ain't for me. Why are you so upset? You're so aggressive. And I said, you can't talk to me like that. I'm going to tell my mama. Just child. So I realized in trying to play basketball, that's not my thing. So I decided to be a dancer. I decided to be a cheerleader. That's my thing. I can still remember at FL Schlegel, and I was doing Janet Jackson, control, never gonna stop. Ooh, control, to get what I want. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me. That's how I earned the name Hot Rockin' Dee Jones, okay? But here's the thing. You can't win if you never try. How can you expect to win if you never try? And they often tell you God did not bring you this far to leave you. Although at times you may feel lonely. And the road seems tough. And there are mountains you must climb. But even after that, you get to decide between victory and defeat. Now, if you don't try, you've already made that decision. But in order to try, you got to believe in yourself. That is the biggest thing. Let me tell you something. With 3 college degrees and then some, the biggest thing between the winners and those who choose not to try is the fact that they believe in themselves. You cannot buy that. Belief in yourself is developed over time. You look at those situations that you try and you say, man, I didn't even think that I could do that. And you look up and you've done it. And then you do it again. And it begins to build your confidence. And then maybe you'll hit a brick wall. Boom. And you'll fall down. But you got to get back up again. How many times? As many times as it takes. How can you expect to win if you never try? You don't go out for the promotion. You talk yourself out of it before you even get started. Oh, they got too many, they have more years in the game than I do. But they're not you. They don't have your same flavor. They don't. They can't do it the way you do it. No matter how they try. You're often, imitated, but you're never duplicated because you are a designer's original. And somewhere along the line, you forgot that. Why? We live in a very competitive world. And at times it's a dog eat dog type of world. But you got to realize you're not a dog. You are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image and likeness of God, who says, let there be. And so there is. Now, here's the thing. Either you believe or you don't. But whatever you choose to believe is going to dictate your behavior. Someone said it like this. What you want comes out of what you say. But what you expect shows up in your behavior. How can you expect to win if you never try? You think it's easier, right? Just to stay safe, just play it safe. Listen, the feeling of regret is so unbearable. And if you don't take action now, N-O-W, no opportunity wasted. When that time has come and gone, you can't go back and get it again. You cannot go back and get it again. You can pray about it. You can scream. You can kick. You can cry. You can holler. You're still not going to get back that time. How can you expect to win if you never try? What is something that you need to try today? Just try it. Just give it a go. Last night I was at Walmart. I said, baby girl, it's time for you to get back into your squats. But usually it's uncomfortable for me. And then I saw online that if you get a resistance band and you place it at a certain part on your lower part of your thigh, then it will ease up that pain. So last night I said, hey, I'm trying this and I'm going to get what I need. Because after it's said and done, I'm going to forget the pain, but I'm definitely going to see the benefits. After it's said and done, I'm going to forget the pain and see the benefits. Remember, your problem is a preparation. Your problem is a preparation that is ready and included for your purpose. That's what this is about. You got to try. Some of us stay in relationships because we don't expect to succeed on our own. And we waste our lives and we throw them away in the midst of mess. Somebody said, I could do good. I can do bad all by myself. Well, you can also do good by yourself. So you get to decide. There's no shame in having to start over. That's called courage. The ability to walk away from everything and say, I deserve better than that. When I got divorced, I walked away from everything. House. I only wanted one thing. That was my son. I wasn't thinking about clothes. I wasn't thinking about any of that. I was thinking about that day in the kitchen when this man put his hands on me, and I knew I loved Jesus, but I was not Jesus. He needed to try Jesus. He did not need to try me, because I was about to cut a brother smooth. Do you hear me? But in that moment, I had to realize that my destiny is so much greater than the distraction. See, sometimes we don't do what we're supposed to do because we are distracted by secondary things, secondary information, stuff that is not even your business. You get distracted. Like right now, if you're listening to me and all of a sudden, somebody calls your name or what have you, you have to say, wait a minute, give me a second, and get what you need. And then you can go and serve it up. Your agenda comes first, and you're the first on your agenda. Your self-care is important. You must do this. You can call them later. You can return that email. Nobody's going to die if you don't respond to the email. We have to understand everything is not an emergency. I remember my son, Ricky, one day. He called me from school. Mom. I'm like, Ricky, what's wrong? I got an emergency. Ricky, what's the emergency? I left my coat. I said, son, that's not an emergency. That's an inconvenience. We talked about that. Now, if your eyeball comes out, now that's an emergency. I had to help him see the perspective, because as a single mother and all that responsibility being on me, I couldn't possibly keep up with all of his demands. I had to say, listen, this is how we're going to do this. Son, if you have a program, I need to know several days before, not the day of. Son, if you need me to take you to the store and you have a project, I need to know the day you find out. See, I had to put things in order. Or I could have decided to complain and say, oh, he's just driving me crazy. I said, no, he's not driving me crazy. Nobody's going to drive me crazy. I got another level that I must make it to. But how can I expect to win if I never try? You don't put the application out there. You don't return the phone call. And I know what it's like to feel anxiety. Anxiety is excessive worry. But there is a study that says 85% of what we worry about, it never happens. Are you allowing worry to consume your day and your mind? And sometimes I have to check myself because, I could be thinking about something and it's just going constantly in my mind. I have to say, no, not today. I'm not going to do that. And I have to speak it out loud. Well, Dolores, does it take all that? It takes all that for me. What is it going to take for you? If I hear a negative thought in my mind, which I have, like end it all, which I heard that, I think it was Friday. I was laying there and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to I'm not doing that. This is not where it ends. But I felt like crap. Oh my God. I felt like the weight of the world was on me. I don't think I'd ever been that low. And I've had some low moments. But at this stage, I thought, I got to do better. But if I die, I can't do anything. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary situation. You are not alone. Maybe what you need to do is pick up the phone and ask for help. That's one thing you can try. And don't stop asking for help until you get the help you need. Not everybody's going to be able to help you. So don't get mad at them. One way to release yourself from disappointment is not to have so many expectations, but focus more on appreciation. Replace all these expectations with appreciation. Hey, I appreciate you for thinking of me. I appreciate you for, picking me up from work. I appreciate you for calling me when you said you did. See, that puts you back in the driver's seat. Oh, I really appreciate how you took that trash out. I appreciate that you did the dishes. I appreciate that you finished your homework. I appreciate the fact that you see that I am so important that you're going to leave me alone for the next 30 minutes. Replace that expectation with appreciation. When you take that approach, you're more inclined to do better. Now, you can either choose to live a life based on positive principles, or you can focus on the problem. This is your choice. This is your decision. So one thing you can try today is to switch things up. Today, I am going to focus more on positive principles instead of problems. Now that in itself is worth trying today. Baby steps count too. This is your Monday morning marching orders for the week. Come on, soldier. Okay? Come on, soldier. You got this. You got this. Did you hear me tell you got this? All right then. I told you that I'm going to stop skipping out on you. And I need you to stop skipping out too. You're important. No matter what the enemy said or what some crazy person said, and what you think about me is none of my business. I didn't ask you all that. I did not ask you all that. Please excuse me. Step aside. Step aside. I got things to do. Go into your job this morning with a different attitude. Understand, nobody's making you stay there. You are staying there because you felt like that's all you can do. And that's not true, because you can sharpen your skills and you can prepare. You can plan, prepare, and expect. Plan, prepare, and expect. That's how that works. And you want to put it on paper and you want to constantly say it. They said repetition is the mother of learning. Repetition, repetition, over and over again until it becomes such a habit that you don't even think about it, like tying your shoes. That's how you learned, right? But nowadays, kids nowadays, they don't have to keep tying their shoes. They say, hey, we're going to put some Velcro on this stuff. And sometimes making it easier doesn't help you develop where you need to. All right. How can you expect to win if you never try? I'm going to check on you a little later. In person. Go ahead on and have yourself an amazing day. Please make sure to subscribe to DeloresJonesTV on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Good morning. From all over the world, I'm watching, and thank you for subscribing. Make sure that you hit the notification button as well. Facebook, love you too. Instagram, I'm feeling y'all. I have 5,000 Facebook followers right now. But you know what? Some of those people got to go. You know why? Because if the person isn't engaging with you, if it's not serving you, why are you allowing it to linger on? Sometimes more isn't better. Sometimes less is more. Beverly said, I got it. Greg got it. Charlene got it. Tracy, you got it. Robert, okay, you got it too. All right, you got what you need. Now I need you to work it and then reverse it. Come through, Missy Elliott. I got to go, y'all. And for those of you who have already contributed to my cause at my Cash App, which is at my Comeback Coach, I appreciate you so very much. It makes a difference. I apply these things towards my books and other things that are coming, down the pipe. Also, if you're more of a PayPal person, that link is on here too, which is DeloresInspiresMe@yahoo.com. That's DeloresInspiresMe@yahoo.com. Now go be great today. I'm expecting it from you. Nothing less than excellence. Bye.